Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be doing a detailed video on tips and tricks you can do on QCut. So, the first step I'm going to go over is using transitions and effects. Using transitions, basically, instead of it just cutting to a part of the video, you can make it kind of whatever transition that you would like. For example, you can use any kind of one that fits your video. If you like it to fade in, then you can choose the fade in, fade out feature on it, on the transition bar. You can, I like to use Pomp Transitions. That's kind of a one that I did myself. And how you do it is basically you take a custom transition and you put it at the end of a clip, and you make one end of it bigger so that it'll grow bigger, and then you do the same to the other clip where that it's transitioning to, and you do that so when it goes and it zooms in, then it'll go back out and go to the next clip. That's the one I usually use. I usually do it very small, so it will go really fast, so it'll just be like a little pump. I usually use it in kind of songs that have pumps. With using effects, there's not really much you can do on QCut except for put colors in. I wouldn't recommend putting colors in unless you have a dull video. If you have a dull video, then yes, put colors in. If you don't know how to put colors in, click on the 3 little circles in your toolbar, and then it'll bring up a bunch of stuff, and you can click on it and then put whatever color you want. I think you have to scroll all the way down. Yeah, you have to scroll all the way down. Alright, so next thing I'm going to talk about is syncing up your video. So, syncing up your video basically means, let's say your video has a pump. Let's say it has a pump, right? If you wanted to have a pump transition like I do in my edits, then feel free and put it. You can do whatever clip you want, I don't really care, but yeah, you can do that. Another thing I would recommend is black bars. Black bars really help if you have like things that you don't want on the outside of your clip, because then the borders will just cover it and then people can't see it. So I don't usually use moving borders, but sometimes if I really feel like I want to put moving borders, then I'll just put moving borders. Sometimes moving borders look good, sometimes they don't, depending on the clip you're using. So yeah, that's a couple tips and tricks. Another thing that you're going to see is people that use other kind of softwares on computer, and they post it on Instagram. And FYI, do not try any of the effects or transitions that you can do on computer. It's way easier to do it on computer, but I mean, if you don't have like $10 to spare on your account or something, then I would just recommend, going to QCut on mobile. Either way, you can save it to your camera roll and then post it either way. Cause I don't think you can post it on laptop on Instagram anyway. Another thing I wouldn't recommend doing on QCut is slowing down your clip, just because it's not a smooth slowdown. It's kind of a frame by frame kind of thing. So it'll just go like one frame, then another frame, then another frame, and it'll just keep going. I still wouldn't recommend that just because it looks very sloppy in your video. It just looks so bad. I tried to do it in one of my edits, I failed miserably because the freaking slowdown wasn't clean enough. Oh yeah, that's just my opinion on slowing down. I do recommend speeding up stuff though. If you need to speed up stuff, it looks very smooth in Q Cut. If you're going to speed it up a long clip, I would recommend that just because it doesn't lag as much. But if you do it with like a really small clip, it's probably gonna lag with a bunch of small clips. Another thing I do in my edits is I do flashes. Now, like, okay, let's say your song has like kind of like flickers, you know what I'm saying? Like the ones where it's like or whatever. Yeah, those ones. You can kind of do that the same thing with the black color templates. Yeah, the black color templates. I usually do it with white ones if it flickers. If it's kind of like a shutter, then I do use the black ones, just because it looks way better. If you use white ones on the ones you're supposed to be using black ones on, it just doesn't look good. So that's basically all the tips and tricks I have for this video. If you're new, please subscribe. Be sure to like this video, share if you can. It would really help me out a lot. The aim for this video is going to be 5 likes again. Alright guys, I guess I'm going to have to see you in the next video. Have a nice day.